Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Play Too Much sessions. I am your host, Brad Wagner. I'd normally be at a venue called Subculture in Manhattan, but today, clearly not in Manhattan. I'm streaming from the west shore of Lake Tahoe, and lucky enough to be joined from Vancouver by Madison Olds. Madison Olds, thanks for doing this.
Thank you so much for having me. Are we our own in-house audience? I love this. A little tit for tat.
Yeah, definitely. There may be a squirrel or perhaps a deer. If we're
Love
lucky, a
it.
black bear in the audience at some point. But
Oh.
until then, it's just you and I. But I really appreciate you doing this. This has been totally fun getting to know you in the 2 hours that we've been sound checking and chatting, and I'm really looking forward to sharing what you do with the internet. I think we're gonna hear some music from Blue from the debut album. We're gonna hear some unreleased stuff. We will hear some of the recent singles, and yeah, I can't wait to share it with the internet. What's coming up first today?
Like, what am I going to play, or like what's going on in my life?
Choose your own adventure, however you want to take this.
Well, I'm going to play you guys Thank You, because it was kind of like my first release as I started music, besides the next one after. But it was like my first time going to radio, deciding, oh yeah, this is the life for me. And up next in my life, I'm just hanging out. COVID has me stuck at home playing music to my computer. So this is as good as my life gets, and I'm not complaining. So
Yeah, no, me either. This is exactly what I want to be doing. I'm just out here in Lake Tahoe and periodically streaming these things across the internet. So thank you so much for doing it today. And thank you. That segues kind of smoothly into what you're playing right now.
yeah.
Say I don't care, I don't need you. Then I try not to stare when I see you. Shaking your voice, give it all away. You say that we're done, it's over, but I didn't get the comfort of closure, and I never got the chance to say thank you for breaking me down. I learned who I was, and I love what I found. So thank you for leaving your scars. I picked up the pieces when I fell apart. Thank you for breaking my heart. Thank you for breaking my heart. I needed you to be my end and to have a brand new beginning. You gave me a fresh start. Thank you for breaking my heart. Kept promising you would try, and deep down I knew you were lying. Shaking your voice, give it all away. Turns out I'm stronger now, yeah, I'm doing okay on my own somehow. The world keeps spinning round and round and round. So thank you for breaking me down. I learned who I was, and I love what I found. So thank you for leaving your scars. I picked up the pieces when I fell apart. Thank you for breaking my heart. Thank you for breaking my heart. I needed you to be my end and to have a brand new beginning. You gave me a fresh start. Thank you for breaking my heart. Truth is needed to see my heart bleeding. Truth is needed to see my heart bleeding. So thank you for breaking me down. I learned who I was, and I love what I found. So thank you for leaving your scars. I picked up the pieces when I fell apart. Thank you for breaking my heart. Thank you for breaking my heart. I needed you to be my end and to have a brand new beginning. You gave me a fresh start. Thank you for breaking my heart.
Thank you. Yeah, my little in-studio audience, my dog hit the microphone, so I was like, oh crap, and then I kept seeing, and the camera's so reversed, so I'd smile and I'd be like, oh my god, I look so weird.
No, you look great. Obviously, yeah, we all have a very clear image of what we look like in the mirror,
Oh,
and then it's
yeah.
super weird when it gets flipped around the other way.
Yeah.
Especially, dude, when I'm trying to talk to artists in the sound check and say, hey, could you move a thing to your oh my god, which direction is that? Everything is so screwed up. But that mic placement didn't screw anything up. I mean, thank you to, was that Luna that did it?
Oh yeah, it was Luna. She gave us a little headbutt. It was like she keeps moving closer and closer. She started like way back there, you saw. And
I
it's
just
like,
see her in the very quick. Can she move more into the shot? Can we see Luna?
here, wait.
Oh, that was the head of your. Oh yeah, there she is. Hey Luna. All right, I'm in your headphones and not actually on a speaker. Yeah.
She just like every time I play a song, she moves closer and closer, and I'm sure at some point she's gonna like jump up on my lap and start to howl because sometimes she does that. So.
Yeah, well, I would be all for that. Dogs make every single thing better, so if that happens, that'd be awesome.
For sure.
Let's talk more about dogs. You've got a bunch
Yeah.
of dogs, and animal rescue is very near and dear to your heart. Can you talk a little bit
is.
more about the amount of dogs you have and sort of what people who
my
are
gosh.
interested in that sort of thing can do to better
Yeah.
and improve an animal's life?
Yeah, so I currently have 2 pit bulls in my home right now. I help my parents. They've got 2 pit bulls as well. And then my boyfriend's dog is now his parents' dog because I just keep bringing them home and I got to find homes for them. So he's got a coon hound who's also a rescue. And it all kind of stemmed. I went to Mexico for about 2 months when I was 16, and I fell in love with the dogs down there. And like long story short, I was on a missions trip, and somebody was like, why do you have so much compassion towards the animals and not the people? And I said, well, I mean, people need help, but we have a certain responsibility and we have a certain duty to be able to get ourselves out of a situation. But animals are totally dependent on us, and they're so like self-loving and so selfless, and I realized that like they don't have a voice, and I'm chasing a dream where I'm developing a voice, and I got to use that voice for something. And as somebody who has like a blue check by their name, I am an influencer. I need to influence people, and whether that's like, hey, buy this product, or hey, don't kick a dog, which is something you think is silly to say, but apparently it needs to be said. So I've decided, as an influencer, it's not about like the leggings or, the food, or it's about like the things that actually are important to you and influencing people to be better and to make a difference in the world. So I started, helping out places, and I thought I could foster, but apparently not. I'm such a huge foster failure. Anytime a dog comes into my home, I'm like, I'll take it. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, how many do you have? You said you've got 4. Is that right? 4 of them right now?
Four right now. And I'm in like a 600 square foot apartment, and I've got 2 like
Wow.
60-pound dogs that just, they demolish it. They love it. I've got like 4 corners of toys and bones and antlers, and it's great. And I wouldn't have my life any other way. I always
But
said
luckily,
that
you're relatively close to the outdoors, right? You've got a nature path that they can escape to when 600 square feet seems to be a little bit too confining.
Oh
for
yeah.
them.
Oh yeah. And I mean, like, we tire them out as much as we can. We'll take them for like 8 kilometers, and we find that if we do that, then they don't, destroy the apartment. So, but things are replaceable. Lives aren't. So.
Yeah. So what's the organization? Is there a particular organization that you want to draw people's attention towards that does good
Yeah.
work in terms of animal rescue?
I mean, it's so hard because there are so many, and everybody's doing the good fight. I particularly have fallen in love with About a Dog Rescue in Vancouver, which is where obviously Luna has been saved from, and they strictly work with dogs from Puerto Vallarta, which is obviously a place where they just keep popping up, and anybody in the West Coast, they can totally jump on board and help and foster and take care of. But it's tough right now. Like, nobody's bringing dogs up with flights, so we're all like dogless, which is really sad. But they're all over the place. And I know you were saying in New York, just across the street from you guys, you have an organization, and they're everywhere. So if you guys really have a heart, jump out anywhere and offer a hand, offer like a free bag of dog food. It all means so much to them.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you for doing what you do in order to make animals' lives better. We're happy to use this platform, the Play Too Much platform, to amplify what you're doing as a blue checker out to the world in whatever way we can. So And there's a ton more music happening. What's coming up second today?
So second, I've got a fancy little tune called Moments in the Mountains. And I actually, I think I'm less than 100,000 streams away from hitting 1 million with this song, which is crazy. It'll be my first ever million streams on a song. And it's all about the moments in the mountains. Like I'm literally
Such as literally this one right now for me.
I know, it's great. I mean, those that don't get to experience mountains, I always feel really sad because I grew up here and we got to see glaciers and like snow-capped tips, and it's just like, it's gorgeous. When you picture Narnia, like that is where I grew up. It doesn't even look like it's real. It looks like Disneyland.
I can tell that there's mountains here, but I cannot see across Lake Tahoe right now, and it's 11 miles to the other side. So I know there's mountains there because I've seen them a million times. It's just too hazy. Yeah. So it's
that's awful.
Yeah.
But you can feel it. I mean, like I joke about it, but like West Coast is super hippie, and I'm like, there's totally like an energy to the mountains, and people just like, okay, granola cruncher, but it's totally true. Like there's this vibe in the mountains. And Luna, stop growling. She can hear a dog in the hallway and she's like, hello, I'm stuck in here. But yeah, no, I was asked to write the theme song for the BC Winter Games, and this was the song that came out of it. And it's basically like a little tune where I couldn't connect with athletes because who wants to run for fun? I just didn't get that when I was 18. And I was like, okay, how can I connect with all these young athletes coming in? And I was like, well, let's set aside that, the sports side of things. And what are we really doing? Well, we're sharing something really special in the mountains. And that's what it is. And today is a beautiful moment in the mountains for us. So, yeah, figured it'd be good.
All right.
Awesome.
10 years from today, we all will say how we remember when we'd pack our bags and we climb to the top just to watch the sunrise. We catch our breath with every step, all the stories we would tell, all the memories I've kept, and we listen to Ben Howard and watch the sunrise. But I'll always have those moments in the mountains. Oh, all the wonders that I saw, all the stories that were told. When I travel so damn far and find myself lost, moments in the mountains, they will call me home. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. We talk all about all our dreams and doubts, and we'd reminisce on all the fear we pushed out. We got older and bolder, decided to just move on. Oh, I'm gone. But I'll always have those moments in the mountains. Oh, all the wonders that we saw, all the stories that were told. When I travel so damn far and find myself lost, moments in the mountains, they will call me home. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, we work so hard to get so far, learned who we are, and our hearts remain at home. Home. Oh, oh. We work so hard to get so far, learned who we are, and our hearts remain at home. 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 But I'll always have those moments in the mountains. Oh, all the wonders that I saw, all the stories that were told. When I travel so damn far and find myself lost, moments in the mountains, they will call me home. But we'll always have those moments in the mountains. Oh, all the wonders that we saw, all the stories that were told when I travel so damn far. Find myself lost moments in the mountains. They will call me. Oh, 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 oh. Hey. Amazing. Thank you. I like saw my name pop up and I'm like, how did I reply to that?
Wait, we can. Sabrina is here. Love Madison Olds so
Yeah,
much.
Thanks, Sabrina.
Hey, Sabrina. Yeah, Linda is here. People love line dancing to mountains. Were you familiar? Were you aware of that fact that's a line dancing tune that people
I
enjoy?
actually have heard that, and you're not gonna believe this, but I'm pretty sure my most like line danced city or country in the world is Germany to this song, which is like so
Okay.
weird. I didn't even know Germany loved line dancing, but apparently.
My wife, so I didn't know this until Linda just said that, but my wife, this is also a strange line dancing fact, was in a line dance group in Oslo, Norway, called the Ponderosa Sweethearts. And so it's entirely possible that they have line dance to your song as well.
Oh my
So
gosh, that is so
they dig
funny.
line dance in Norway too.
I think it's just like it's kind of got like a folky vibe to it, so very funny, very funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've talked a little bit about dogs. We probably will talk
Yeah.
about dogs again, but can we talk a bit
Always.
about the production of not all of, but some of your music? You've had a relationship with producer Ryan Worsley. Can you talk a bit
Yeah.
about what you guys have done together, what he brings to the table, what you bring to the table, and what that relationship looks like?
Yeah, so I actually just had a fun little session with him this last week, and we wrote a new song. I'm so excited about it. Little backstory: my boyfriend's into Vampire Diaries now, which I wore my witchiest outfit in honor for him. But I'm like, I love it. I love the music that's behind it. And I came into the session and I was like, I really just want to write a song about vampires. And so I like it. You know, you would listen to it and not think that, but if you knew that, you'd be like, oh, okay, I could see how she came with that. But Ryan and I met 2 years ago, almost now, a year and a half ago. I brought some songs to him. Best Part of Me was one of them. Another song that's going to be coming out. And then I ended up just like loving working with him. He's just so great. He lives just down the street from me, which is fabulous. So anytime one of us is inspired, we can collaborate. And then Three's a Crowd obviously was done with him, and Best Part of Me. And I've worked with so many amazing producers, but there's something really great about the relationship between Ryan and I when we put together a song. It's like we're always on the same page. We can write a song in like 2 hours. I don't know how it happens, which doesn't always happen. I mean, sometimes you just
Yeah, it's like a gift from the universe, kind of, when
Yeah.
you do put one together quickly, as opposed to laboring over it for 6
yeah.
weeks or 6 months.
And then you end up like, you know, not enjoying the song because you've heard it too many times. But like when you just get a song done and then you kind of forget about it, and then you come back to it in a month when you're like, okay, I need to, you know, start figuring out what I'm going to put out next, and you're like, oh my gosh, this was great. Like how did we just let this slip by? And it's great. It feels like every song we put together is like a magical little piece. But
When you give it that much time in between creating it and listening to it, it can sometimes feel, I would imagine, feel like somebody else's work. Like, oh my God, where did this thing come from? Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's us. We did that.
it's like I'm hearing it for the first time, because when you sing it in the room and you're just like doing a little demo and taking stuff, you don't get to like enjoy it and listen to it all as once. Like you just get little pieces. And so when he finally like sends me a demo and I like listen to it, I'm like, whoa, where did this song come from? Like who did this? This is awesome. But we actually have some music coming out soon as well. So our working relationship is never over. We've got so many awesome tunes that I'm really excited about. And I can't wait to keep working with him on stuff, and you know, I feel like we've developed this awesome like chemistry in music, and I can't wait to like start adding other artists into it and like work on projects with them. And obviously like the more I songwrite, the better it gets. It's like anything you practice. And so
Sure.
I'm hoping to be able to open the door to start writing with and for other artists as well, and in collaboration with Ryan, because he's just awesome.
Nice. Well, we've got coming up next in this session, Best Part of Me is, I think, what you're going to play next, and that is an example of one of the collaborations between you and Ryan.
Yeah, and it's tough because like it's so electronic, my new stuff. And so as I'm playing the guitar, I'm like, I just want to get up and like boogie, but I can't. I gotta
You
be.
can, no, you can if you want to take a break from the playing and just get up and go for it. I think maybe Luna will join you.
Oh yeah, she'll jump, and she doesn't like when I dance. I think she's embarrassed. She's an embarrassed dog. All right.
If I'm being honest, I'm just insecure. Never felt so good alone on the floor. Drowning in my thoughts, but I can't ignore that I think I kinda like it. I got a feeling maybe I should give it up. I know how, but I don't wanna stop. Wishing that it's over, but it ain't enough. Cause I think I kinda like it. I wish I could just tell myself to stop, let go of all those things that I don't remember who I was. I forgot the best part of me. Always know the things that I need, things I shouldn't do. But who am I? Can't deny the fact I didn't try it all. The best part of me, I always know. That's part of me, I always knew. But I'm comfortable living with anxiety. The voices keep telling me I'm not pretty. I ruin good things cause I feel guilty. When I'm happy, do you like it? I wish I could just tell myself to stop, let go of all those things I don't know. Remember who I was, I forgot, but the best part of me always knew the things that I need, the things I shouldn't do. But who am I? Can't deny the fact I didn't try it all. Best part of me, put up a good fight. I can't really see, stuck on the other side. Who am I? Can't deny the fact I didn't try it all. The best part of me, I always knew. The best part of me, I always knew. I know I could let go, but something keeps holding me down. I wish I didn't know that I could pull myself off the ground. It's funny how it goes. Now nothing is holding me down. And now I think I know. And now I think I know. The best part of me always knew the things that I need, things I shouldn't do. But who am I? Can't deny the fact I didn't try it all. The best part of me put up a good fight, and I can't really see, stuck on the other side. Who am I? Can't deny the fact I didn't try it all. But the best part of me, I always knew. But the best part of me, I always knew. Best part of me, always knew. The best part of me, I always knew.
Fun. Thank you. It's so weird because I'm like, there's so many ad libs in the original. I'm like, oh crap, like this just sounds so repetitive.
No, but I think that you did an excellent job of taking what could have been repetitive and changing those phrases just a little bit. I mean, it's like tastefully but minorly different from one to the next. It becomes not a repetitive experience. I mean, the internet loved it. That was, Marie McCormick. This is the best. We've got Daniel Tidwell from Twitter. I love this one. Heather Hawk. I know Heather. Hey, Heather. She's tuned in from YouTube. Love this tune. It's Linda Engel's
She's my grandma.
And okay. Nice.
She's my number one fan. I don't like, total side note. Have you ever seen the Katy Perry movie where she like has a custom made silk tour manager jacket made for her grandmother? Like my grandmother's like Katy Perry's grandma, where she's like got every piece of like radio, like every news clipping, every song I've ever done, every little video, everything. She's got it. Like she's the number one fan, Grandma.
Nice. Well, Grandma, Linda, maybe screen cap this right now with Grandma's favorite. Plus, that'll be a fun one for later to reminisce on.
Yes, I love
and
it.
Then is Marie your aunt? Is that how that works?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming so.
Yeah. Or unless that is Marie's aunt's favorite song.
Yes,
of yours.
maybe.
I don't know. But regardless, a whole lot of positive feedback from the internet. So thank you everybody for watching, and thank you,
Yeah.
Madison, for playing music.
Yeah, of course. It's so fun.
Yeah, it is. This is great. This is just exactly what I want to be doing with my Tuesday. Can we talk about, so we know about dogs, we know a little bit
Yes.
about the production of the album and the various singles that have come out recently. Can we
Yes.
talk about some of the artists who you've had the pleasure to tour with? I mean, these are some major household name artists that you've toured with back when touring around the physical world was a thing that musicians did.
Yeah.
I mean, between Willie Nelson and Casey Musgraves
To
and
name a
Tyler
few.
Shaw too. Tyler
Yes.
Shaw, he was on this program like 3 weeks ago, maybe.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
No, he's Canadian, which is great. Obviously, like Casey Musgraves and Willie Nelson was great. We were having huge forest fires during the festival that we were playing at. So they were all like locked inside their cabins and stuff like that. So we didn't get to hang out with them or anything. But the actual performance was so fun. And we ended up like losing our drummer somewhere in the evening. I was like, where'd you go, man? He goes, I was just rolling some joints for, the band. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
classic.
no big deal. Just smoking weed
whatever.
with Willie Nelson.
And then he like comes back. He's like, do you have any like merchandise or anything? And I was like, oh yeah, we've got, like I was in a band at the time when we were doing this. So I was like, yeah, like we got lots of t-shirts, and we were called Bees in the Bare Bones. So we had this really cool logo where it was like half of a skeleton and then half of honeycomb. And so it was like, it was really cool art for like country folky, which is obviously what I started in. And he's like, do you have anything I can give the bass players, kids, like your music? They want to want some merchandise. Can you sign it? I was like, oh my gosh, Willie Nelson's bandmates, kids like my music. This is crazy. But it was awesome. I mean, I think he's in his 80s, and I think they said he was, early 80s when he was playing, which was a couple years ago. And he still nailed it. You could tell he was a little shaky, but like it was such a great show, and he obviously has everything that's just a classic. So everybody knew it.
I've heard he does what he wants on the road and treats himself
cares?
however, has so much fun, but then comes back to Texas to the ranch and just drinks like massive quantities of water and like, gallons and gallons of fresh well water all the time, and that sort of rejuvenates him, and then he gets to go back out on the road and do literally whatever he wants. It sounds like a really awesome cycle.
Oh,
He's guys nailing it.
Maybe that's a secret to life is party really hard for small amounts of time and then like rejuvenate your body for other small amounts of time.
Yeah, I like to get weird, then get healthy. I mean, I'm not living as awesome of a life as Willie Nelson is, but we share that thing in common, and it feels like an okay cycle. I mean, I'm liking it.
Awesome. I mean, if I live till 80 something and party, then I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, definitely. Well, here's to hoping that we get out on the road and behave and hang out and have parties with people and enjoy human company.
I know.
Sooner than 2022.
I know. And I mean, like they've been talking about drive-in shows, and I even presented it to some major officials here in BC, and they just said it won't happen here. They won't allow that just because it's too high of a risk, and I understand that, but I feel like so many other countries have done great initiatives to try and do like socially distanced concerts, create little risers for everybody, like little cages. Like there's people are trying, and like that means so much because it will kill me if art becomes like a dead like music is a dead form of art, but they're not trying here. Like that
sucks. Man, I saw one in the Ukraine not that long ago where everybody rented a room in a hotel, and so there were like, multiple dozens, maybe hundreds of rooms facing where they built this massive stage, and you're inherently socially distanced. You can only have 4 people in a room, and you just watch from your balcony, bring whatever drinks you want. Nobody's driving away from the thing because you've got a hotel. I don't know if that's financially viable or not, but it seemed like everybody had a blast that went to that show.
Yeah, I mean, you could pick a pretty divey place, and maybe it's $75 for the night, and then like because the hotels obviously don't have any income coming in, nobody's traveling, they take like a 20% of hotel rooms or whatever. Like I think it's awesome, and it's just such a great initiative. Like people are thinking so outside of the box, but like nobody would go for it here, which sucks because I think, out of all the countries, Canada has nothing but space to spread out and do a concert in.
Yeah.
And they don't want to try. And like, I get it. It's really hard to monitor that many people and to not spread the virus. But, we're basically milking the joy out of life. And we're getting very dry on the teat of enjoyment. So I think somebody's got to step up and bring some happy back. Otherwise, it's going to be a very long winter for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, New York is. I'm not a smart enough person to know what is the safe way to do it. I don't think about public policy. I don't think about virus spread and disease prevention and all that shit. And there are people who are thinking about it. It is not me, but I mean, New York has been extremely clamped down as well. So hopefully we are able to innovate in a safe way. And I'm gonna go see that Christopher Nolan movie Tenet tonight at a drive-in, which I can't drive in because I don't have a car in New York, but I do have a car out in Lake Tahoe. So I'm gonna go see Tenet, and who knows when New Yorkers can go see movies again? It's not anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I had to wear a mask to a concert or a movie, I would. It's not my favorite thing to do, wear a mask. I mean, nobody loves it, but if it meant getting to be back to normal, I even threatened my parents. I was like, flights to Orlando are $200. I'm going to Disney World and you're never seeing me again.
Fuck. Yeah, please don't do that.
I was like, I'll wear my mask the whole time.
Wait, can you even fly from Vancouver to I can't fly to Canada. I don't think you can fly to Orlando.
They're advising people not to travel, which is obviously the right thing. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't fly right now. But I do know people are doing it, and they're doing whether they say they're doing it or actually doing it, their 14-day quarantine period. But I do know people are traveling all the time. And I mean, people are going to start to get tired and they're going to do what they want anyway. Like, we can't be ruled. We're not a communist country. Like, Canada and the United States aren't communist, and we're going to listen for so long, and then people are going to get tired and they're going to start to do what they want because that's just how short our attention spans are. So I think if we can put together a safe way to do it.
To California. I mean, I just was on a plane, and I think that I did it safely. I mean, I followed every sort of guideline that there was, because I certainly don't want to be that asshole that goes and
spreads it.
My parents are not young people at all, and that's who I'm out here visiting. So we did take all the precautions that we're supposed to take in order to travel.
Well, of course.
Hopefully we're doing the right thing. I don't know, man. All the information out there is so conflicted.
It is very conflicting, and I think that's like the whole, like, my whole point. It's like, if we can come up with a plan to do it safely, then people aren't going to defy you. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to be like, oh, well, we can't do anything, so I'm just going to go do it all without a mask anyway, just to prove a point. I think if we could, safely recommend traveling this way, or maybe flights were a bit more expensive, but there were like seats in between people, then I think people will be more inclined to follow rules. But right now it's like a teen who's told they can't go out, they can't drink, they can't smoke, they can't party, they can't see friends. Like, the first thing I would do as a 16-year-old if I couldn't do anything, I'd be like, fuck you, I'm going outside and I'm hanging out with my friends, right? Like, that's just like a natural human thing to do. When you're told no, you're like, watch me do it. So I think if we could come up with a way to be like, yeah, you can do it, but let's do it this way, then maybe we could actually survive wearing masks for 5 years, or whatever their period is that they're suggesting. I just think we need to get a bit more of normalcy for people to actually survive this.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm going to keep on doing what, as skeptical as I am about public information, I'm still going to keep doing what I'm told to do, because there are people who think more about it than I do. And, I just don't want to be that guy who spreads it to somebody who fucking dies. I mean, that's permanent. I can't take that back. So I'm going to keep wearing that mask, except for when I'm a million feet away from everybody.
Yeah,
right. I'm just going to hang out with the bears. There is still a lot more music. We are I think we've just passed the halfway point.
Yes, we are too.
Yeah, can you tell us what's coming up next today?
Yeah, so this fun song is called Fall Again. It's like probably one of my favorite songs to play live because it makes me feel like a better guitar player than I actually am. But it's a fun song. I wrote it in Nashville with some great people. And it's kind of one of those songs where it's only for live. I'll never ever release it because it is kind of a country tune, but it's just so feel good. And I like to talk about this as like my little gift to an audience, which is how humble of me. But it's like just this moment that we get to share that's only ours. Nobody can just go stream it. Nobody can have that moment. It's only something I get to share with my live audience. And so I figured, it's not the same as seeing everybody's faces in the audience, but we can share this moment together. So here we go.
When I look in your eyes, boy, I go back to that night. When I go back to that night, boy, I start tasting that wine. When I start tasting that wine, boy, you start feeling your kiss. When I start feeling your kiss, boy, you get a call like this. Hey, won't you come over? I just gotta hold you, recreate the moment. It just feels so right. I'm so stuck on you. There's nothing I can do. And did you feel it too? Let's fall again tonight. Fall again. Fall again. Don't know why we're still talking, can't focus on your words. Dropping all of these hints, boy, you and one of them works. Think I'm going crazy, I'm going out of my mind. Every second we're not together is just a waste of my time. So, hey, won't you come over? I just gotta hold you, recreate the moment. It just feels so right. I'm so stuck on you. There's nothing I can do. And did you feel it too? Let's fall again tonight. Fall again. Fall again. Come on over, baby, come on, baby. I just wanna hold you right now. Come on over, baby, come on, baby. I just wanna kiss you right now. Come on over, baby, come on, baby. I just wanna hold you right now. Come on over, baby, come on, baby. I just wanna miss you right now. So, hey, won't you come over? I just gotta hold you, recreate the moment. It just feels so right. I'm so stuck on you. There's nothing I can do. And did you feel it too? Let's fall again tonight. Fall again. Fall again. Come on over, baby, come on, baby. I just wanna hold you right now. Come on over, baby, come on, baby. I just wanna kiss you right now. Come on over, baby, come on, baby. I just wanna hold you right now. Come on over, baby, come on, baby. I just wanna miss you right now.
Fun. Thank you.
Nice. It sounds
Yeah.
great, man. The internet's totally on board. Daniel Tidwell of Twitter. Real glad I caught this.
Yeah,
Stellar.
me
So
too.
thank you, Daniel, for being tuned in. Thanks for everybody,
Yeah.
to everybody for doing this. Let's see. We've got more of the insert. I probably shouldn't even put this up. We got some spam from Twitch, so I'm going to get that right off the
Ooh.
screen right now.
So
About
fun.
how to find more followers, whatever. This is great, man. So Madison, we talked a little bit about production in terms of personnel. We know the
Yeah.
relationship between you and Ryan. Can we talk a little more about the album Blue and where it was done? I know it was done at Ed Sheeran's studio. Can you talk about how that
Yeah.
place influenced the vibe of the album and what that environment sort of brought to the project?
Yeah, I mean, it totally influenced how I wrote the songs as well. Obviously, starting out, I what didn't have the production I had. I didn't have my influences to switch to pop, so I was transitioning from country, and the first thing that felt really natural was folk and like singer-songwriter acoustic-y pop, and that's basically like how I would describe the album. It isn't full send white girl bubblegum. It is very acoustic, like laid back,
I love
chill.
that adjective. Thank you for saying full send. I forgot that that was a thing
Full
that people
send.
say, but yeah, I love it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, full send.
Are you a snowboarder, skater, or
Yeah,
any?
yeah,
Okay,
totally
yeah,
snow.
yeah.
Like I'm the Jerry of my life, so. But yeah, it was like I wrote these songs. Ed Sheeran was my number one influence, and he still is. I think he's such a great songwriter. And I wanted to do my first album. The band I was in broke up, and I was having an identity crisis. And I was like, I need to get music out. I just need to get music out. And I was like, okay, shits and giggles, who did Ed Sheeran's albums? I should just message them. It turns out he did like One Direction, Shawn Mendes. I think he did a Shania Twain. I was like, okay, this is my guy. I reach out. I'm like, I'm a little Canadian girl. Would you take a chance on me? And he's like, yes. And so it like all happened
Nice.
really
Good
quickly.
for you. Good
Yeah.
for you for doing it that way. It's right in the front door. Would you like to do this? The
Hello.
answer is yes. That's cool.
And it was great. Like I ended up having such a fabulous time. It was like, I want to say a fourth the cost of Canadian production as well, which was like a huge thing for me. I sold my car so that I could fly over and record my first album. It was great. I took my dad with me. We spent just about 2 weeks in London recording it, and it was like this little 70s, probably like they built it as their family's summer cabin, and it was left to Jake, who owns the studio. And they're like, okay, we'll just turn this into the studio. So it's like this old rundown 70s, like one bedroom cabin that they've turned into a studio with this old, I want to say 1800 gypsies caravan, like carriage, like covered in a tarp. And there's like chickens and everything everywhere. It's so ghetto, but it was like the greatest experience knowing that like some of the best-selling artists have sat on this really rickety old sofa and made music there, and it's covered in trees and grass, and you like have to walk down this old pathway, and it's just so magical. And he picked me up from the B&B I was staying at, and he shows up in like board shorts and Minion flip-flops. I'm like, okay, game on. We're in this for the music. We're not in this for like the show. And it was great. It was probably, besides Moments in the Mountains and Thank You, which were like two songs that did really well for me, but they were my first ever recording times. I was really excited to have this experience like all on my own doing this album. And it really changed my perspective on picking a producer who would like pull me up to the board and say, hey, what do you think about this? Like he genuinely cared about my opinion, and that doesn't always happen. And I mean, like not every artist cares about that, but I think it's really important as an artist to know what you want out of a song and then how to convey that. And he really taught me that, and it was just so important. And I listened to the album, and I'm like, oh, how naive of you to think those were good songs. And, I obviously really struggled to listen to them and even to play them because I was so young when I wrote them. But it's super important for me to remember that and where I've came from and how far I've grown and how far I'll grow in the next 2 years or next 3 years. So, yeah. But it was great.
Nice. Well, thank you for sharing all that information about it. I'll stay tuned for indefinitely, man. I'll stay tuned as long as you're releasing music. I'll anxiously await it, and hopefully we'll keep on doing this, whether it's remote or whether we actually get to sit in the same room together.
Yeah.
This has been awesome, and we are not done. There's still one more. Speaking of Blue and that production scenario, which sounded amazing, we're gonna hear one off of Blue to close out the session, right?
Awesome. Yeah, we are. This is Wansome. Here, let me get the mic so that everybody can hear everything. All right. Boy,
your t-shirt fits my body now, so you might as well stick around. Yeah, your shape's in my bed, I got your voice in my head. Yeah, it's driving me crazy. So here's what I'm thinking: I want some more, like every night, wrapped in your arms. I want some anytime you walk making out in your car. I want some moonlight, cheap wine, drunk in your arms. If you got time, I got time, baby, be mine for the rest of my life. Oh, 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 I want some. I want some. Oh, 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 I want some. Boy, I can see some matching tattoos, ink cards wrapped around me and you. That is forever, like our lips locking together, just getting better and better and better and better. And babe, I want some more, like every night, wrapped in your arms. I want some anytime you walk, making out in your car. I want some moonlight, cheap wine, junk in your eyes. If you got time, I got time, baby, be mine for the rest of my life. Oh, 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 I want some. I want some. Oh, 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 I want some. No one knows anything, but if I know one thing, yeah, I know, I know, I know. I want some miss you, kiss you, wherever you go. I want someone you so bad, I can't wait till you get it. I want some moment every night, wrapped in your arms. I want some anytime you walk, making out in your car. I want some moonlight, cheap wine, junk in your eyes. If you got time, I got time, baby, be mine for the rest of my life. Oh, 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 I want some. I want some. Oh, 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 I want some. I want some. Oh, 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 I want some.
Amazing. Thank you so much. This was so great.
Yeah, totally. Thank you for doing it. We really appreciate it. Thank you for the music
Yes.
and for the insight behind the music as well.
Yeah, of course.
We will await as new stuff is released. Where do you tend to be the most active? I mean, all the information's up at madisonolds.com, of course. Do you tend to
Yes.
be on Instagram or a Tweeter? Where are you most active so people can find out about new stuff?
Yeah, I'm very active on Twitter and on Instagram and on Facebook and also TikTok. I mean, that's where you get to see more of my fun side, but I'm very active on everything, especially with nothing but time on my hands. So, but yeah, reach out. I'm super happy to say hi to anybody.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. I am going to go jump in the lake, and then that's all I got to do today. So, yeah, I've got plenty of
Awesome.
time on my hands too. Madison, this has been awesome. I really
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you
doing
so
it.
much, Brad, and hopefully everybody had a great time today. It was really great, and we all got to stay safe. So,
Indeed. All right. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, Madison.
thanks so much, you too. Bye bye.
All right. Bye.